Today we'll be discussing steps for healthy eating to lose weight. Did you know that simply by changing the types of food you eat, you can lose weight? Eating to lose weight is not one of those well-known fat loss tactics, and because of that, I'm going to share with you the steps needed to do just that. Overthinking the cutting calories issue. You see, most people are too concerned with cutting calories and eating less to think about what types of foods they are actually eating. They end up eating less of the foods that they have been eating their entire lives instead of trying to learn about healthy foods that actually can help you lose weight. There are many healthy foods out there that make eating to lose weight pretty easy. Make a commitment. The first step on your quest to learn effective eating to lose weight tips is to make the commitment to change. Make that yes, I'm going to do it decision that you're going to change the types of foods you eat. Decide that you will replace junk foods, processed foods, and even foods you thought were healthy for the actual healthy and natural alternatives. Doing so will do so many things for you, such as increase your energy levels. Eating healthy is known to help many get higher boosts of energy. Healthy foods have a higher amount of vitamins and nutrients that nourish your body back to full health. Reduce food cravings. As mentioned above, healthy foods pack a higher nutritional punch. Because of this, many that start eating healthy for the first time notice that they don't get as hungry as often. Often the reason is because their body is actually being fed with what it really needs, and being satisfied, the hunger pangs diminish greatly. Reduce the risk of health diseases. Although a well-known fact, eating healthy and avoiding junk foods can help reduce the risk of health issues associated with the overconsumption of unhealthy fats, excess salt, processed foods, additives, and many other health-destroying items. Your first new friend, fiber. When I tell people about fiber for weight loss, they often respond that their digestive system is fine. While fiber is great for digestion and regularity, it also is great for reducing hunger cravings. If you're looking for tips on eating to lose weight, fiber is definitely your weapon of choice. Fiber makes you feel fuller after eating it, and as a result, you tend to eat less. I have an easy experiment to prove this point. Purchase two types of bread, white bread or enriched white bread, and whole grain bread. Make sure the ingredients don't say enriched anywhere. Alright? Well, now for one meal, make a sandwich with the white bread. For another meal, later in the day, make a sandwich with the same ingredients. The only difference is that you will use whole grain bread instead. Now notice the difference in your feeling of fullness after both meals. Most likely, the whole grain will fill you up much more. The reason is the fiber. Many foods have fiber. In general, the more fiber, the better. The real thing about using this eating to lose weight tip is that most foods have alternatives that are more natural and with much more fiber. Take a look at the list below for some standard foods and the replacements you can make. Replace pastas and noodles with the whole grain variety. Replace refried and packaged beans with garbanzo beans, very high in fiber content. Cut out all fruit juices and eat the actual fruit in its entirety. Fruit juice has no fiber. Replace fruit sauces like applesauce with the actual apple. Eat wild or whole grain rice instead of white rice. Instead of eating fries, tater tots, or hash browns, eat raw cooked potatoes. Replace regular iceberg lettuce with darker green choices such as spinach or romaine lettuce. Iceberg lettuce has very little fiber. Alright, now replace processed foods with their natural alternatives. Just like it is easy to replace foods with low fiber with foods with high fiber, it is easy to replace processed foods with natural foods for eating to lose weight. All foods are made from natural ingredients. The difference between the healthy and the unhealthy choice has to do with the production of the food item. Healthy foods are left untouched for the most part, while unhealthy foods have added sugar, salt, fat, preservatives, and other unwanted items. Here is another list of items that you can switch up to start eating to lose weight. Replace candies with fruits that have natural sugars. Instead of having donuts, have whole grain bagels. Replace chips with actual corn on the cob. Drink water or have teas instead of sodas. Instead of sugared lemonade, have lemons. Replace sugary cereals with whole grain high fiber alternatives. Replace packaged meats like hot dogs with lean cuts of chicken or beef. Replace salad dressings with a homemade mix of lemon juice and olive oil. Hopefully you get the idea. A good way to start getting more ideas is to simply look at the ingredients of the junk foods you love. Look for the natural ingredient. Usually there's at least one. And eat that instead. Sugar doesn't count though, as it's fat causing no matter how organic it is, which brings me to my last point. Be wary of labeled healthy foods. Many people eating to lose weight often fall into the trap of thinking that a healthy food store sells only healthy foods. This is completely inaccurate. I know many friends of mine that shop at healthy food stores in an effort to eat healthier only to never lose any weight at all. Even if the ingredients are natural and organic, they can still cause weight or prevent weight loss. Sugar, for example, is a natural ingredient and many food makers use this as a marketing ploy. They'll label the food as healthy because it's all natural. They won't mention that it still has the same amount of sugar as the unhealthy alternative. I recommend staying away from both options. In order to avoid this labeled healthy foods that aren't healthy, I advise you to only eat foods that have minimal processing. The less processing, the more healthy it is. Even though a food could be labeled organic ingredients, it may have many added ingredients such as organic cane sugar and organic vegetable oils that add large amounts of sugar and fat. Sure, they're better than the processed sugars and oils, but this makes no difference when trying to lose weight.